Lucas, you want to talk a little bit about something else today? You were impressed by the peace treaty.
You ain't black.
And you ain't black.
Oh, no.
Every poll shows me way ahead.
Yeah. You know what amazed me is that this peace treaty is historic in so many ways, right?
Two Nobel Peace
in
Prizes,
my young lifetime,
back to back.
we've always remembered how like the Jews and the Muslims could never get along. Yeah. Songs have been out about peace in the Middle East.
Come on.
Can't we all just get along? And now here we have the first peace deal between Israel and the United Arab Nations, and this is historic. And I believe like the same time that happened, the only soundbite that CNN and the news would report is how he pronounced Yosemite.
Yosemite's towering sequoias.
And they wouldn't even discuss the importance of this historic
But
trade deal.
Obama gets the Nobel Peace Prize in the first couple of months without doing anything.
And how about on top of that, I believe it was the Atlantic Journal that just wrote an article saying that they are proposing to completely cancel the Nobel Peace Prize because Trump has been nominated for one.
TDS is a real thing, man.
The hate is, I find it quite treasonous, like that you can just openly like bash and just say all type of lies against the president and openly root for the president and the country to fail, and that's celebrated.
Well, and this is something that really worries me too, because I used to always joke around at the beginning of Trump derangement syndrome with his first couple of months. I used to say Trump could literally he could cure cancer.
Literally.
And they would say this,
and they would call it racist, or they would
it's
call it
racist
white
because
privilege.
the cure is only for white people.
No. They wouldn't call it racist. They'll say Trump to put doctors out of work. That's what they
Yes,
that's what they'll say.
That would be the headline.
Well, and so that was pre-pandemic that I was saying this though on my podcast, and then now all of a sudden you're in the middle of coronavirus, and he's talking about having formulated hopefully a vaccine or this or that, and I literally have our ex-congressman. This is hilarious because I don't trust sometimes big pharma and big government, but now we have Katie Hill, who was our ex-congressman, the one that got ignominiously shamed for her scandals with all of her interns. Right?
Got it.
Well, she literally is tweeting because Trump, basically, I'm paraphrasing here. She's like, I don't trust any vaccine Trump comes up with. And so it's like, he can literally cure coronavirus. And there's people that won't take it. They won't take it because somehow his name is attached to it.
Because it was Trump. Trump's name's on it.
It's insane.
I mean, okay, look at the situation with the terrorist Soleimani.
Okay.
Trump sends out forces to kill this terrorist, this known terrorist who kills people for a living.
Kills Americans.
Okay. And he has them, kills this guy, Soleimani. What does the media do? Austere religious scholar was killed. They show videos of him reciting poetry, trying to humanize this man. This terrorist, this known terrorist, instead of just saying, look, Trump, he had this guy killed. Kudos to him.
Thank you.
Instead of doing that, they're like, no. Austere religious
and look at how many people
hundreds,
Obama and Hillary Clinton had killed.
Come on now.
And that was like overlooked and even applauded.
And I gotta say, I know there's tons. I know a lot of partisan right wingers, but even the most partisan person, when Obama sent in and killed Osama bin Laden, even the most partisan person said, "All right, I give
him credit
for that.
Give him
I
credit
can give credit for that."
But they won't do Trump though.
They can't do that.
110%.
The TDS is too real. It's too real at this point in time. And it's to be expected though. I mean, go year after year.
But what
after
gets
year
me
of
though,
accomplishments, and it doesn't.
But what gets me is not only the fact checkers. It's like they'll lie right to your face something that they just said. Like who does not remember? This is not like 10 years ago. This was like 6 months ago when Donald Trump wanted to put a moratorium on incoming flights coming from China to put a halt on. Hey, we don't want any infections over here. He wanted to do this in January, February, I believe. Pelosi and everybody else called him xenophobic and racist. They even encouraged people to go to Chinatown to like celebrate. But now all of a sudden on the same networks, they're showing how, Trump downplayed the virus. He could have saved hundreds of thousands of lives, even though the CDC just put out that only 6% of those lives were even dead from the coronavirus. But yet everybody is just running with that narrative.
And the fact that he has fact checkers on him and not anybody else just shows you the proof. Just shows you the proof at who's telling the truth.
It's crazy.
Well, look what they did with the RNC and the DNC. The fact checkers came out hard during the RNC.
2016 too, really.
Come on now.
DNC
nowhere the crickets. You ain't black.
And you ain't black.
Oh, no.
Every poll shows me